And we've been joined by two analysts this morning. With us here in the studio is Kenne Umade. We say good morning to you. He's a public affairs analyst, and welcome to Press Review.
Yeah, Anambra, good morning. Dalun.
Yeah, you're welcome. We also have Ejika Wata, public affairs analyst. Welcome to Press Review.
Good morning, Anambra. Glad to be here.
All right, let's have your thoughts from the trending stories on ABS website. We've already reeled them out. But okay, now for the benefit of those just joining us on the show, let's take a look at those headlines once again. We have Soludo receives decamped PDP members into ABGA in Awka. Anambra State Assembly passes amendment bill for state mission schools of nursing and midwifery.
All right. And then again, Anambra State Government UNICEF launch Open Government Partnership Action Plan 2.
Onitsha residents cry out over steady hike in house rents.
Big catch-up vaccination. Anambra State Primary Healthcare Development Agency holds stakeholders meeting in Awka.
Concerned landowners in Opuno send SOS to Anambra State government over encroachment.
FG to automate landing and exit cards for foreigners.
These are the trending stories, and then we'll have 40 international students lost U.S. visa. Let's have it.
Okay, all right.
Let me start with the first headline there. It says Soludo receives decamped PDP members into ABGA.
Yeah.
Okay. Recently we've seen waves of, in fact, in the past 2 weeks or so, there has been a wave of endorsements, a wave of decampments, a sort of realignment, if I may say, political realignment. And what does that say to the Anambra? What it means is that ABGA, rather Professor Soludo and ABGA are doing well in the state. That is the reason why we've witnessed a series of decampment and alignment. What it shows is that the governor is delivering on his mandate, and I wish to commend the governor to continue on the path through which he is leading the state. Even like they say, even Banakana, even a state, governor in a state more, and we like it. So that is the reason behind all these decampments and alignment. And like yesterday, I was listening over the radio. The people that came from PDP into ABGA, they call themselves Udenibu movement or something like that. And like the governor said, no look only veggie more Udenibu. Mbelu Lagosiai na Vabu Udenibu. So they are welcome. They are welcome to ABGA. ABGA is a very big umbrella. It will accommodate everybody. So that's it.
Is that
Onitsha residents cry out over steady hike in house rents. It seems to be the in thing now. While we talk about Onitsha, it's also important to also talk about Awka. Before now, you cannot compare the price of rent in between Awka and Onitsha. So if those in Onitsha are crying out now, so you can imagine what's happening in Awka. So we've long expected. It seems this government is taking time to address some issues that affects residents step by step. So we also look forward to government coming into that area. The price of rent in the cities, Oka, Onitsha, is astronomical, and it's biting hard on people's pockets. So we would expect government to do something about it, while also appealing. Well, of course, we know that the economy is not friendly at all, and things are hard, times are difficult. House owners should also be considerate to an extent. If you peg a minimum wage at 70,000 naira, compare it to what tenants are expected to pay, and miss every other expenses, basic, not even frivolities that they are expected to make, you see that it will be very difficult for them to pay. So it's an appeal. Government should do something about it, while house owners should also be considerate so that people will be able to pay this rent as at when due. So it's not about increasing, it's about paying as at when due. So I hope something is done about it.
All right, join the conversation by calling us on 0904 9560826 or by dropping your comment in the comment section so that we'll read out your comment.
You can as well call us on 0706 538 1320. Send in a WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp number 0705-113-8812. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome to Press Radio. Alright, Daniel.
But my advice is that let us gain opposition very strong, because even Africa now, when you go ground, structure with Anambra State can win every election. So I'm going to encourage one party. Because you can have a opposition that they Ghana engage constructively. So Africa is very strong in Anambra. The opposition is very strong. So that one, the different thing I'm going to on more come and maybe even if I that I'm not ready to Anambra State too much.
Alright, thank you. You've been watching the Mellow.
Hello.
Happy 28th.
Champions. What is Roma?
I'm not a leader. What could you go about Zinanda? MP Global Batalobo.
Okay, no.
I know about the PDP. You get to know Pugaka Ham. I found a church of Macano, Bani Chozo, because they ran out of Diana Nabataha, the governor is Nabataha. Also, when Nabataha is a welcome development. Can I open the Chekanano? Maka come on a half of Talabe, Gaga. I mean, party flag by Allah. That support Africa. Africa is a moving trend. Our food in Hane is to say, go to Hane make campaign. I have to go to primary elections where Ghana for the spend the Chaco period to Naira. So then I got ticket and about form. At the end of the day, we take the ticket. So we can I only follow how about Apple. No one I got wait to Nayoka. In the Abuaka son on the Takani about Kuno. No by Inoka. Go to Abuana. The interest on a rate of 600 is to be paid 500. Okay, so it was a 2 rooms. Money you do 1.something million on Napa. We've been at 2 rooms. This I got on 9 Balania, who and the tenant in a bond on it, and I took him and Navy. Open all the equipment, rate, Agana, because all can be a casino Yahoo. Man, I went to Yahoo boy in Anambra. I tell you, I had an name your dam. Outside of an onward, because I can the landlord, governor and the commissioner for housing, because I not also non-new work of Punjab on nature.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
That's me and Uncle Toro. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just what an afternoon.
You is a.
Okay, she has work and I thought we have one and go just me, Manabala. Yeah, just me after I have one from Mokoyan, grown up, I shall be a good Manabala here.
Okay.
I'm all going to know when I'm down a Batalonia. That's an open to lose on and then that's now the Chigu. Now, the better open our this food is already politician. I think I can put Africa. Then I say the national working committee in Africa. See where strong body and ice cream on the natural situation. Kaiwe ijara for party. Kaiwe jababa tebe. Oboni where the power and the good character. The man for party if you like all your who. Now they are at the more position. Go but party system ada one but when I want to know the never party try to below ada so I command Africa command the salute and I chill Luanya I just scream over to over the match when I want to learn year ago long an Africa no since but I love that Lula year ago can tell us that to go Lata Patava moon.
All right, Dalo.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm making moon.
Down.
Now money. Oh, Timber Jack. In case you do, or not. Actually, you can also. Because I'm American governor in Kuku. Making a 1 million, but I'm a pack. Maybe no one more for one. And I joke. You didn't even ndị batara ha na ndị si ike onye nọkwa anọ achụkwunakwa ndụ nnọ maka onwe onye na-anọ dịka ọwụrụ nsị ya maka anyị chọrọ ka apụga wete ọda steeti etu esi wetegwu Anambra o wetawa anyị ụtọ anyị esoro na the main party of Nigeria ma ọ na Nigeria kwuru na-aga so na ihe anyị ga na-eme eru ka agbanye ya si ike the national officers of the party etu anyị nọ ha na local government na-agbani ka ha pụọ amarịcha ga-esi wee jebe ụmụ ugwu Awụsa jee ma Yoruba apụ ga-agbasa anụ anya ọ bụrụ anyị ụtọ dịka ọhịa dị na-ayọ nke ọzọ bụ biko eji m otu iche chọọ ịmabụ udene na-abụ ma ihe na-abụ ụlọ ndị owu oke onye biko gwado na gọvanọ biko etu o si eme ọfụma ya mere n'anya ndị kọntraktọs akwakọ ụgwọ ngwongwo ha ndị onye nke mbụ nyere kọntraktọ na-abụ wee ruo kịta arụwaghị ya anyị hụdere na a na-arụ ụzọ ọzọ ebidobere rụwazie ya ọ na-aga na nke oke ndị owu ajarị agbachiri ya biko gọvanọ nyere n'anyị aka nke ọ na-agbalịkwa
iji onye na-anọchite anyị na House of Assembly.
Alright, let's take a look at stories from the national dailies. Kicking off with stories from Vanguard. We have election cases, appeal court, president, INEC, others seek constitutional review. Jim Ovia admitted to freedom of the City of London. Naira for crude deal continues coming from the federal government. Crude oil price crashes puts federal government revenue targets in jeopardy. On the banner headline from Vanguard, Nigeria, others face uncertain economic outlook coming from Yemi Kale. Writers say Nigeria needs economic sovereignty coming from Naxima. Now come from Naxima Boss. Nigeria failed to pursue national development coming from NERSG CEO. Economy can't solely run on market principles coming from Muda Yusuf. Manufacturers spend 40% of their revenue on energy coming from Samande. And ICANN kicks against borrowing for recurrent expenditure. Court order, PANDEF, lawyers, CSOs, others kick as IBAS appoints local government administrators in Rivers. From the world of sports, under 20 African Flying Eagles return to Abuja to intensify preparations. These are the stories from Vanguard.
And from Daily Sun, Census Southeast Governors Forum to launch e-registration platform for Igbo globally. Fuel hope rises for lower price as federal government moves to the new Naira for crude policy. Shawore storms Air Force headquarters, asks IGP to vacate office. Carlos Odemo Southeast Senate caucus, Bond Diamond Bank founder, Dozier Lassa fever, Ondo Edo Bauchi top chart has confirmed cases hit 660 in 3 months. And finally, Labour Party crisis. Abia governor leads a party delegation to INEC to submit Supreme Court judgment on chairmanship.
From Nigerian Tribune, we have on the banner headline, Ibas under fire over appointment of local government administrators in Rivers. Writers say PDP accuses NAS of abdicating oversight role on administrator. Ibas in order, Tinubu gave him blanket check. Coming from Okorie, Jim Ovie admitted to the Freedom of City of London. Federal government Chinese firm sealed deal on $328.82 billion power transmission lines. Lassa fever, Ondo Bauchi, Edo remain epicenters, NCDC says. Anambra 2025, Tinubu won't trade me off for Soludo. Coming from Mokachuku. Nigeria posts $6.83 billion balance of payment surplus in 2024. Coming from CBN. Leadership and opportunity to serve, not self-enrich. Buhari tells APC governors. Trump announces 90-day pause on tariff except for China. And recall that yesterday China increased its tariff for U.S. goods to 80%. Federal government resumes Naira for crude deal. Pump price of petrol may drop. Coming from Labour Party, one party, three chairmen. OTE faction passes vote of confidence in Nanedi. Parallel neck extends olive branch to Abure's National Working Committee. Another faction leader, Apapa, lays claim to leadership. NLC threatens to reposes Labour Party offices nationwide. These are the stories from Nigerian Tribune.
From the Punch, Rivers administrator under fire over local government electoral chiefs removal. Fuel prices may fall as FEC reduced Naira for crude deal. Dangote NNPCL expected to review prices this week. That's from the marketers. LP splits into three factions as Apapa declares self-chair. Brain Nigeria loses 14,850 nurses midwives to UK. Tinubu hails Jim Ovia after prestigious London honor. No increase in my physical assets after presidency. That's credited to former President Muhammadu Buhari. And finally, I am saddened by happenings in America from Shoinka.
And from Daily Trust, we have traffickers using digital platforms to lure Nigerians. Coming from federal government, says over 7,000 victims rescued in 2 years. Coming from NAPTIP, it's threat to national security. Coming from UNODC, Switzerland. Castina's corridor of debts, how U.S.-China trade war will impact Nigeria. Nigeria is collapsing. This coming from OB. Concerns over CPC blocks potential exit from APC heighten. Marketers welcome full implementation of Naira for crude policy. These are the trending stories from Daily Trust. Let's have your thoughts on the trending stories before we go on to the rest of the national dailies. Okay.
Let me take us back to the Daily Sun, where it says census. Southeast Governors Forum to launch e-registration platform for Igbos globally. It's we know that in Nigeria here and of course the rest of the world, usually the basis upon which government take decisions vis-a-vis allocation of resources is usually determined by this thing called census. But here in the southeast, our experience here is that almost always we don't take it very seriously. And it is high time that our people should sit up and start taking things like this seriously. some of the things we are suffering in these countries as Igbos are based on past experiences or past ways we tended to approach this census thing. So it behoves on our leaders in the southeast, especially the governors, to really sit up and take this thing very seriously. I don't believe, from my experience of human geography, I don't believe that the north is more populous than the south, because what determines human settlement everywhere is water. People tend to settle more where there is water. So you can't tell me that the north, an arid region that doesn't have water, is more populous than the south. So this time around, I will urge our governors to really step into it. I will also urge our people to step up their game and take this census thing seriously. We need to increase our numbers so that we will get more government allocations towards towards Igbo land. So it's very, very important.
Okay.
And then let me digress a little. Let me go back to this issue that my colleague here touched on, which has to do with rent. Man, that rent thing, the government needs to really look into it, because the thing is getting out of hand. I won't say much, but it is getting out of hand. The government should step into it. People are being ripped off left, right, and center, and it's happening everywhere. Onisha, Oka, Mary, people who are civil servants cannot live after paying rent. So please, something has to be, a state of emergency has to be declared on rent in Anambra State, so that this place can be livable in line with the governor's vision for the state.
We have a message on WhatsApp, says, concerning the high cost of rent, let's not pretend that we don't know the reason for that. It is the activities of Yahoo boys. Imagine telling a landlord that I will pay 700k for his 2-bedroom flat. Yahoo boys come and pay 1.5 million for the same house. The government should deal with the issue of Yahoo boys. Then this is for your information. Aroma Junction is gradually turning to Destitute Junction at night. Children are gradually taking over the place at night. Soon they will start attacking helpless ladies from Ugo in Aguaka. All right, thank you for your contribution. Ejike.
Yes, on Nation newspaper, return of Naira for crude deal, resistible petrol price hope. That was it's a good news if it will be followed through. We saw what happened when that deal was given to Dangote, for him to buy crude at in Naira, which ordinarily it's supposed to be the end thing. We have depreciated our Naira by our own self by running our businesses using dollars. And if at the time it was said that the deal ended, which also affected the price of not just crude but also PMS. So we look forward to this deal to be reopened and offer to not just Dangote, any other marketer who might be interested and who have the wherewithal to go into it, so that we'll be able to crash the price of PMS especially. Unfortunately, nobody is talking about kerosene again, which is even more expensive than PMS. But we really need to do something about the price of crude. And if this Naira for crude, as it stands now, is the only solution that we are seeing, then federal government should open the deal and make it invite people who are interested to come into the take the deal, so that we're able to bring down the price of fuel, because the price of fuel affects almost every other commodity. And so if we're able to get this naira for crude deal to Dangote for now, which is the main marketer that we know, then it will go a long way in bringing down the price of
fingers are crossed and hopes are high that when the naira for crude deal is finally sealed, that petroleum products would reduce in cost.
Hopefully.
And then another thing going for naira for crude deal is that it will reduce the pressure on the dollar, because if we keep buying crude in dollars, the value of the naira will always depreciate. So I think it's a welcome development. And why should we always be running from pillar to post? Why can't there be consistency in government policies? If government has decided that we will sell crude in naira to these refineries in the country, why do we always have to go back on it and then come back again? You know, it doesn't show us as a serious country. If government has made it a policy to go this way, let us continue on that trajectory. It's not every time we'll be running back and forth. And this issue of finding a steady price for fuel in the filling stations has to be tackled, so that not every time, each time you get into a filling station, a surprise will be thrown at your face. Because you are not prepared for if you come into a filling station today, you will see one price. You come the next day, you see another price. You come the next day, you see another price. That doesn't show us as a serious people.
And then different price rates in different filling stations.
One country, several prices. That is not good at all. So we need to do something about it. We need to stabilize these prices. We need to bring consistency to policies. Thank you.
We have a message on...
Okay, after this person. Hello. Okay, 35 seconds.
This government may cause problem in this country. And we have a long state of this APC presidency. But if you have a clear Nigerian and Hamapa, the issue of this civil crude oil and the fuel nada, I mean, no dollar. They might say, why are they doing all these things? Lastly, I have been dating this issue, them no because of primary election, like I said, Anambra. I may welcome the battle AP here. And we say, my land, I will come to you about everybody cool, one cool, that's the real thing. I welcome them. We need others. Man to give them. We need them to get. Aside central. Inside.
Alright, we have a message on Facebook. Sir, why is Onyo Bodo? Good morning to you all in the studio. You guys are doing well. Keep it up. God bless you all in Jesus' name. Amen. Star White from Mumbaku. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Press Review. No.
Yeah, essentially, constitutional right
that these are things that you are supposed to do and these are things you are not supposed to do. We have provision in our constitution for emergency group. We now need to that place putting instructions, removing them, appointing local government chairman, preparing budgets. I think the military governor of the US. And the National Assembly, I think, the House of our grumbling, let me use that word. We have constitutional provision for that matter. Finally, the land grabbing issue, the government of Anambra State should come up with a policy. It's affecting everybody. Good morning and God bless Anambra State.
All right.
It's true. Well, I know in Rivers, the judges went to court to stop IBAS from swearing in the
local government administrators.
Local government level. But, you know, he went on to do that. So maybe the law will find a place to, or a way to take care of that. You know, the constitution is there. I believe with time will heal all wounds.
Exactly, sir.
Well, at this point we come to the end of the show. If you have any other stories that you want to take a look at, let's do that in just a few minutes. We just have less than 2 minutes to end the show this morning. Then taking a look at the tariff increase from Trump. USA said Trump's 14% tariff may affect Nigeria's 2025 budget. And then China yesterday increased their tariff on US goods to 80% from what it used to be. And this is going to, and then give a ban to some Chinese companies that supply to US some certain products that serve both civilians and the military. Give a ban to them to not, send their products to US anymore. So how do you see the retaliatory movement from China to US?
Yes, well, it's tit for tat. America, IRA teacher, the rest of the world, and sometimes I think that I feel that Trump is overdoing things. Because some of these policies will definitely affect U.S. economy negatively. You see, China manufactures most of the things they use in the United States. China is like the industrial capital of the whole world. They manufacture for US, they manufacture for the rest of Europe, they manufacture for Africa. It's just that the quality, any quality each of they will give it to you, so long as you are willing to pay. So almost most of the things, even when American markets come to China, some of the things they manufacture locally in the US are finding it even difficult to cope with the imported ones from China. So China imposing 80% increase in American goods coming into China. It's a welcome development. I like it. Sometimes you have to give it back to somebody who feels is everything.
So that at the end of the day, they will strike a balance.
Yes, at the end of the day, there will be a balance of trade somewhere, But then Trump should try to be reasonable in some of the decisions he's taking. America, the whole world can live without the United States. He's doing it as if without America, the world cannot survive anymore. The world can survive without the United States of America.
Okay, this is where we come to the end of the show for today. I want to say thank you so much, GK Abata, Public Affairs Analyst, for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
And Kene Chukwumadi, Public Affairs Analyst, we want to thank you for coming.
ABS is doing very, very well.
Thank you.
And we want to urge you people to continue on the same trajectory. Or any other place in Nanon, or when I'm driving or even at home, other than ABS. So thank you very much. It's been a wonderful time with you guys.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us today.
My name is Uche Chukwu. Ebonam after now is the Habitat Dawn game show, so make sure you stay with us today.
And I'm Roy, thanking you for joining us on Press Review as well.